is the champion. Congratulations to that team. They had a pretty solid year. 3 wins at Martinsville, Talladega, and then obviously today at Homestead, locking up the championship and getting that not only the race win but the championship win. Mixed feelings about it. I mean, I'm obviously happy for Logano. He's a very talented race car driver, now a champion. But there were two guys who had 8 wins this year, and neither of them won the championship. Oh, and they ran first and second basically all year. I mean, congrats to Logano. He did run well this year in points and stuff, but 3 wins. I mean, that's good. And then also the points. But I mean, sometime this week I'm gonna make a video about the system, what's wrong with it, all that stuff. But congrats to Logano. Had the best race car all day probably. Him, Truex, Harvick, and Busch finished 1, 2, 3, 4, championship 4. And then 5th was Keselowski, and 6th was Matt Kenseth. That's an impressive run. Larson came into the race very hopeful for that first win this year, and he hit the wall, and that ended his day. Where did he finish? Somewhere down here, 13th. But yeah, definitely him, and then the championship 4. They had the best 5 cars all day. All 4 championship 4 guys really led a good chunk of laps. Logano led the most of them. Harvick second most. Hamlin led 40 or something laps. Kyle Busch tried staying out there at the end to try to get there. They got the caution. They got out first, but he just got outrun by Truex and Logano, and then eventually Harvick there at the end. But yeah, Truex, very disappointing ending for him. Obviously, they wanted to go out with Furniture Row Racing with that championship and going out in a big way, obviously, but they were not able to do that. But these last few years, Furniture Row Racing, they really turned it up. They did very well. They competed very well. They should be very proud of themselves. Now everyone going to their different things now, going to get different jobs or go drive somewhere else or go crew chief somewhere else. But best of luck to all these guys in the future. It was an awesome run to see Furniture Row Racing do that single car team go from just running 24th in points in 2014 to winning a race in 2015 to being the champions in 2017, winning 8 races. That's insane, and they had one heck of a story, and everyone's going to remember this for the rest of the history of NASCAR. That's going to be one of the top stories remembered. They came in and won a championship as a single car team. Obviously, they were a 2-car team when they won it, but started off as a single car team. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson, his last race with crew chief Chad Knaus in his last race with sponsor Lowe's, finished 14th. His first ever winless season in his 16-year career. That's crazy to think. It's crazy. Once again, I mean, I don't know what to say. Same with Hamlin. His first winless season, like 12 years. Man, it's crazy. Some of the things that were last in this race, but McMurray's moving on after the season most likely. Kurt Busch might be going to take over McMurray's ride. Kenseth might be done after this season. Lots of changes this offseason. I'll talk more about that in a different video, just kind of recapping the season and kind of looking on to next season. This is more of a reaction to Homestead, but I'm obviously getting a little bit off topic. But yeah, there are definitely things I do need to talk about here and that I'll talk about later in the week. And yeah, so after all those things that I said, I'll talk about in the later video. Obviously, I'll talk about the end of Furniture Row, talk about next season a little bit. I'll talk about Jimmy Johnson, his ending, future of NASCAR, more fun stuff like that. But just to finish off this video, congratulations to Team Penske. Their second NASCAR championship. The first one came in 2012 in their last season with Dodge, with Brad Keselowski, and this year coming with Ford, the 22 Shell Pennzoil team with Joey Logano. Very, very awesome to see that, but obviously, as I said, I'll talk about that later, the format and stuff. But congratulations to the whole 22 team. The 78 team fell just short. I feel really bad for them, but man, they had a great season. They need to keep their heads up, just move on. It's hard to move on from something like that. I'm not saying like move on, like just get rid of it, but like cherish the memories, obviously, and then just keep going on, and just you can always remember and just kind of think back to those happy memories you had. And Harvick and Kyle Busch, those are two guys that I also feel bad for. Both of those guys had 8 wins. And not 8 wins between the two of them combined. Kyle Busch had 8 wins this season, and Kevin Harvick won 8 times this year. That's 16 of the 36 races won by 2 drivers. That's crazy. And they finished 3rd and 4th in points. So, yeah. Keselowski finishes off the season with the top 5. Matt Kenseth in his potential last race finishes 6th. Chase Elliott finishes off his best career year to date with 7th place finish. 8th, Clint Bowyer. 9th, Eric Almirola. 10th, Kurt Busch. Austin Dillon, 11th. 12th, Denny Hamlin. He does not get that win to keep that streak alive. Larson, tough year. He didn't win this year. Finished 13th. Johnson, 14th, obviously, as I said. Lots of last for him. 15th, Ryan Newman, his last race in the RCR car. 16th, Stenhouse. 17th, Blaney. 18th, McMurray, his potential last race. 19th, Allmendinger, maybe his last race. 20th, David Reagan. 21st, Bubba Wallace. 22nd, Ty Dillon. 23rd, Chris Buescher. 24th, William Byron. 25th, Paul Menard. 26th, Matthew Benedetto. 27th, Eric Jones. 28th, Michael McDowell. 29th, Alex Bowman. 30th, Daniel Suarez. 31st, Landon Castle. 32nd, J.J. Yaley. 33rd, Ross Chastain, who will have a full Xfinity Series right next year, which congratulations to him. He deserves it. 34th, Corey LaJoie. 35th, B.J. McLeod. 36th, Kyle Weatherman. 37th, Timmy Hill. 38th, Tanner Berryhill. And 39th, Regan Smith. So, you can all look at the standings. It's the final standings of 2018 I'm going to give you. Obviously, I don't want the season to be over because I love making NASCAR videos, but obviously the season has to end. And, yeah, can't wait till the 2019 season, obviously, but Joey Logano is your 2018 NASCAR Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. Martin Truex Jr., his final year in the 78 Bass Pro Shops 5-Hour Energy Furniture Road Racing Toyota, finished 2nd in points. Kevin Harvick finishes 3rd. 4th, Kyle Busch in points. Eric Almirola finishes 5th in points. Chase Elliott 6th. Kurt Busch 7th. Brad Keselowski 8th. Kyle Larson 9th. Ryan Blaney 10th. Denny Hamlin 11th. Clint Bowyer 12th. Austin Dillon 13th. Jimmy Johnson 14th. Eric Jones 15th. And 16th would be Alex Bowman. So those were your 16 playoff drivers. That's where they finished up this year. It was honestly a pretty good year. I'll recap it in a video, as I said. I don't want to make this video too long. I'd rather make that one a little bit longer and include those things in there. So that video probably will be a little bit longer, just recapping the season, talk about some big points that need to be made, and then just emphasize some things that will be gone after this year. So yeah, looking forward to next season. It was a great year. Had some great finishes, some great racing. And, man, next year's got a new package. It'll be interesting. Thank you for watching this video. In honor of Joey Logano winning the championship and him becoming the 33rd champion in the history of NASCAR, here's my video that I made back when I was making those videos about champions, who like the championship cases. Joey Logano's championship case. My whole playoff predictions, it's a little outdated now because I had Kyle Busch winning the championship. I didn't even have Logano in the Final Four. Heck, I didn't even have him in the round of 12 or round of 8. Sorry, Joey. Man, you proved me wrong. You really did. Congratulations to that team. If you want to subscribe, click on my face. Thank you for watching.